Are the meals and snack packs from Wild Zora worth giving up valuable space and weight in your backpack on your next hiking trip? I'm Jake, and I'll give you my opinion on this edition of Jake Half Done. Hi folks, this is Jake from Jake Half Done, and I was recently sent some samples, some full-size samples from Wild Zora to test out in exchange for an honest review. I just recently got back from a trip to the backcountry area, the backcountry wilderness area of Colorado, and I was able to take and test out the Wild Zora products that were sent to me. And so I'm going to give you my opinion as to is it worthy of taking up the space and the weight in your backpack if you plan on being out in the wilderness for several nights. Now, a little bit about the Wild Zora company. What they focus on is providing products that are paleo friendly, that they offer gluten-free products, but their claim to fame is that they use minimally processed ingredients and quality ingredients. Take, for example, this meal. This is a breakfast meal, what I would call a breakfast meal. Let me just read the ingredients to you. I'll give you a link to the company. I sampled several products. No use me telling you all that's on the product on the ingredient list, but just to give you an example: bananas, almond flour, flaxseed meal, almond slivers, whole almonds, strawberries, coconut sugar, ground vanilla beans, sea salt. That's it. Now, I sampled two of their product lines. One is the meat and veggie bars, and the other is a more traditional camping meal. And if you've been camping, you're used to these. The packaging itself is used to cook the product. You tear the top off, you pour your boiling water in there, seal it back up, wait a few minutes, and then you're ready to eat. Now, I told you that I'm going to give you my opinion on it, and the reason I say I'm going to give you my opinion and not really a review of it is because flavor is so subjective. What I may like is the flavor, you may just totally hate. But what I will tell you is Wild Zora offers some product flavors, some meal flavors that you just won't see anywhere else. For example, again, the meat and veggie bar. Here's a curry turkey. Here's a chili beef with kale, cayenne, and apricot. Here's an apple pork with parsley, rosemary, sage, and thyme. Here's a barbecue beef with tomato, pepper, and kale. And I'm here to tell you, these flavors jump at you. All the meals that I tested and tasted and experienced on the trail, they were bursting with flavor. If you're somebody that really enjoys strong flavors and unique flavors and good quality ingredients, I encourage you to check out Wild Zora. Again, I mentioned that the packaging is very similar to what you'd find out there when you're talking about the meals. But here's one thing that I experienced, not necessarily a negative, but it's just something that I noticed when I was cooking my meals and eating my meals. If you notice that this packaging is narrow and tall. Now, my utensil of choice is just this simple, cheap little plastic spoon. But if you notice something, this packaging really demands a little bit longer utensil. So I found myself out on the trail having to dig deep, getting my hands a little bit messy by digging deep the first meal. Now, I wised up, and again, this is why it's not necessarily bad, but it's just something that I experienced on the trail. What I ended up doing was, as I ate down, I ended up cutting a portion off, and so then I was able to get to the bottom. No big deal. It's just something I had to do different than what I've had with with packaging from other companies. As far as the meat bars go, very convenient. We on our trip we hiked several 14ers, some 14,000 foot mountains in Colorado, and this helped fuel the hike for me. I was able to take several of these along with some packets of nuts and fruits and sweets, but this was my main source of protein. And as you can see, there's not a lot of waste in it. You can fold this down. You can fit quite a few of these in a pocket or in the compartments of your backpack. And this product here, this just happens to be the apple pork, and this small package has 130 calories in it. Now, it looks a little bit like a beef jerky bar, but I will say if that's the texture that you're looking for, you're not going to get it from this product, because this has a soft and tender bite to it. Again, I enjoyed that. The flavors were amazing. It was, I did, you know, when you're up on a mountain and you've been hiking for a long time, you really don't want to have to chew. You don't want to have to grind your food. So this product is just a simple bite, and it's in me. So in summary, there's a lot of different foods that you can take on a trip. There's a lot of companies that package freeze-dried meals that can be easily made, that are convenient as far as packing size and weight. Wild Zora offers a product line that you should check out. The reason that I would suggest that you take a look at it is, one, because of the flavor and the flavor options. Two, they do have products that are paleo friendly. They do have products that are gluten friendly, and the quality of the products far surpasses most of the other product lines that you find out there. Prices run a little bit higher than some of the other brands, but the flavor punch that you get from it is worth it. Now again, I was given this to give a review. I didn't have to pay for it, but they do expect me to give an honest review. I will be taking these on future trips. So check out the link to Wild Zora Company below. Post your comments if you have any questions, and subscribe to my channel if you just like honest, average guy reviews and tips of experiencing the outdoor life. I'm Jake with Jake Half Done, and hope to see you out on the trail.